Okay, so we have a question right here. This is a question that many students tend to have some trouble with. Now, the question itself, it's not really difficult, but it becomes challenging because of the appearance of the, the, the notation right here. So I'm going to break it down for you, okay? And the first thing I would like to say is that we have this as a given function. So my first challenge, well, first question for you, well, challenge, sure, is that if I give you f of, say, if I tell you to compute f of 4, what would you do? Okay, so I'll let you think about it for 5 seconds. So I would say most people should be able to answer this question by saying that, well, you just put the 4 into x, right? So because you understand that this is the new x value, so that's why you would place it in the original x location. Now, what if I tell you that it is f of x plus h? Okay, now the thought process is actually the same, but many students gets confused because it's not a simple number 4. So some of you may think that, oh, because it looks different, so maybe I need to respond differently. And this is exactly not what you should do, because this is also the new x value. So what you do, well, you still have the same function, but now in the place of x, well, you don't put a 4 there because you will go ahead and put in the x plus h squared in there. Okay, now, so what's going to happen to is in here is that as we try to find out the expression of f of x plus h minus f of x, what we should do is to find out what f of x plus h is. So we say, all right, let's go ahead and do the FOIL. We say, all right, so we would just go ahead and do the FOIL. Okay, and that's nothing else we can simplify. So we're set with those. So let me use some highlighting so they can see what's going on. So f of x plus h. What is f of x plus h? Well, this is exactly f of x plus h. So, and how do we know? Well, because we have an equal sign right here. Okay, that is f of x plus h. And because of this reason, we will go ahead, substitute here. Okay, minus f of x. Well, what's f of x? Well, f of x is well, this one, right? This is f of x. So and what is f of x here? X squared plus 3. So we will put x squared plus 3 in this place, and then the whole thing over h. So let me just go ahead and highlight it one more time so that it is very well color coded to avoid any kind of confusion. So we put in f of x plus h, okay? Well, f of x plus h is x squared plus 2xh plus h squared plus 3. And the reason why we do that is because x plus h is your new x value. Okay, so you just go ahead, do the expansion, do the FOIL, and then you have this long chain of steps. And why do we want to expand it at the first place? Well, because we can see something. Well, let's take a look here. We will take away the parentheses. And this is why I've been advising everybody to use parentheses when we do the substitution, because of, especially for this sign. All right, and if you can see the expression, we're like, oh, hey, plus 3 minus 3, they're gone, they cancel each other. And then x squared minus x squared, hey, they're gone, they cancel each other. So what is left at the end of the expression? We say 2xh plus h squared over x squared. Now you see the h's over here. Now, just make sure you know how to properly simplify them. Okay, that's how you do it. If you are not aware of this kind of cancellation or simplification, what you could do is that you may go ahead and factor out the h in the numerator. Okay, factor out the h in the numerator. And then we say, now I can see how the h's could be canceled out. So at the end, you have 2x plus h. Okay, so actually there's a name for this. It's called difference quotient. Okay, difference quotient. It is something that you will see a lot in the next level. When you head into calculus, we will do something with this, but for the moment, if you know about function, then you should be able to handle the manipulation of these f of x and f of x plus h. So just to recap, okay, I want you to know that you actually know how to handle the f of x plus h. You may freak out, you may panic simply because of the way it looks. So just think about f of a number. Okay, let's look at here, f of 4. You would know how to handle if there's a 4 right there. And how will we handle if it's a x plus h? We say, oh yeah, if it's a x plus h, then we just well, treat it the same way as if it's a number 4. We place the x plus h in the place of x, and then we will expand it. And then we will go ahead, combine like terms, simplify whenever we could, and we would get this as our final answer. Okay, so make sure you review this in case that you will see this in the near future, but I would guarantee you that you will see this again in the, well, in about 1 year from now, okay, in the calculus course.